Hey guys, hope you're doing good. So I would love to invite you on the very first episode of the REWA show, where I'll be personally interviewing real estate investors and wholesalers who are expert into this field, and we'll talk more about their systems, their strategies, and all of that stuff which you can learn from them and use it on your own. Okay, so let's start this. And yeah, we have on the very first episode we have Nathan with us. He's a very well-known personality in the real estate space, and he also has a community of 3,000 real estate investors, which is a huge deal. And he has a program where he teach other investors how to close deals with less leads. So that's his dialogue. And yeah, let's welcome him.
Yep.
Welcome Nathan to this show, and thanks for being
Thank
here,
you.
brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for inviting me, man. When you reached out to me, I was like, let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's talk.
yeah, I was pretty skeptical of asking you to join this show. And yeah, thanks for being here, man. Thank you for
Never
that.
be skeptical, man. I mean, one thing you got to do is always take your shot, always go for it. If you want something in this life, you just got to go for it. So if you ever feel like that, do it anyway. Go,
Awesome,
go for it.
awesome. Yeah, so let's just start and tell us more about your previous history and your entrepreneurial and REI journey, and yes, your study, your previous ventures, and how do you come up with this real estate?
Yeah, man, that's a really good question. So, I have always been kind of like an entrepreneurial kind of guy. Like I've always wanted to do like sell random trinkets and stuff when I was a kid. Like, I don't know how old you are. This is the first time we met. How old are you? Just curious.
I'm 23, young
23. Yeah, there
entrepreneur.
you go. So, yeah. When I was your age, like I was doing I'm 31 right now. So
Okay,
when I was your age, I was doing door-to-door sales. Okay.
okay, that's
So yeah, so I would go knock on someone's door that I never met, and I'd say, "Hey, how you doing?" And I would try and sell them a product, right? And what I was selling at the time was cable, like TV, like for channels and stuff
okay.
like that. And so just throughout my life, I've liked talking to people. I went on a mission for my church. When I was
Okay.
19 for 2 years, we didn't, listen to music. We didn't date girls. All we did was just, talk to people about spiritual things. And
Okay.
that was fun for me to learn how to, get to know people. And I really enjoyed that. So the entrepreneurial thing, to answer your question, is just, I feel like it's something ingrained in me that I've always wanted to just go out, have conversations, build something of my own. It's just something I've always liked.
Okay, that's great, man. Uh, would you mind telling more about your previous venture? Like I was just scrolling through your profile and I thought about the skizzies thing, and that's pretty
Yeah.
crazy for me. Like yeah, from shifting from this business to into this
Yeah.
real estate, that's a pretty different businesses, right? Tell us more about that.
Completely different. Yeah, it's completely different. So for people that don't know that will watch this, I opened up a business my last year of college. I was a senior and I had been doing door to door for a couple years. So door to door makes good money. I don't know if you know that in the
Exactly,
States, REWANSHU, but it
exactly.
makes pretty good money. So I had made some good money and I had said, I've always wanted, one of my goals in my life was to create a place where I could you know, have people come and hang out. REWANSHU, your camera went out. I don't know if you're still there, but hope you're still there,
Oh,
brother.
oh, 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 oh.
Maybe your lights went out. Who knows? But anyway, so I just wanted to create a place where I could go and people could hang out. So that's what Skizzies was. It was going to be called the Chill Zone, but I called it Skizzies instead because when I was growing up, I had something called the Skizzy. It was just the OK sign, and we call it the Skizzy. So I just called it Skizzies, and it was just a place where people could go and hang out. And then I always liked cereal, so I was like, hey, why don't I sell cereal at Skizzies, the Chill Zone? And so we'd sell cereal bowls. We had a bunch of cereal, and there were bands that would come and play on the weekend. So we'd have bands come. So it was just a crazy business. Like was it very looking at what I know now, like it wasn't very niche. It wasn't very like specific on what we did. So people are probably like, what is going on over there at Skizzies? But it was cereal. You hang out, you chill with friends, you listen to music live. There's events. So if I had to go back and do it again, I probably would have been a little bit better, maybe with the title of the place, and been a little bit more specific with what we do. But it was my first business I started, so I was just trying to have fun.
Yeah, it was when I was watching your intro video, it was like it was giving me a Central Park vibe, like the friends, you know, the Central Park
Yeah.
vibe where you just hang out and have some coffees and stuff. That was
That's
great,
it,
man.
man. I just wanted to create a place where people could go and hang out, because my college town, it was in Rexburg, Idaho. So the population wasn't very big. There's not that much to do that at the time that I thought. So I wanted to create a place where everyone could go hang out. I don't care if you were, nerd, if you're rich, if you're poor, it didn't matter. I wanted everyone to go to a place and feel welcome. So I created that place, and there were people, the people felt welcome there. People, to be honest, people that maybe didn't have maybe feel welcome other places, they did come to Skizzy's. So it ended up me welcoming everyone. Some people just didn't want to come there because they were like, I'm not saying anything bad about the people that came, but because I love everybody. But I think some people that maybe aren't as inclusive and treat everyone right, maybe they're like, I'm not going there. That's kind of what happened, but I had a great time.
Okay, okay. So let's talk about the real estate, which is our main focus in this call, right? So yeah,
Yeah, of course.
I was just watching your stories and posts. You just closed a 18K deal on the JV, right?
That's
Yeah,
correct, brother.
yeah, yeah. So tell us more about what are the exit strategies you're using, like what's your disposition strategies. You use flip and flicks, fix and flip, burr, or something like that, or wholesale. Just tell us more about that.
You got it. Yeah, man. So this is the thing. With leads coming into your business, you need to be able to maximize and squeeze everything out of every lead, because every lead is expensive, right? Or it's time consuming. So if you don't know how to use all the extra strategies at your arsenal, or what they call deal engineering, if you don't know how to structure deals, you're gonna spend a lot more money. You're gonna leave a lot of money on the table. And that's what we do in Investor Thrive. And what I teach people is, are you the best on the phone? Are you the best in person? Do you present yourself the right way? Do you have the right mindset? Can you close and maximize your deals? So that's kind of what I teach people. And what do I do? What do we do in our business? We do everything, whatever makes sense. So somebody the other day said, what do you do for work? Okay. When I first started, I used to say, I'm a wholesaler. That's all I would say. I just wholesale. Okay. And that's not what anyone should ever say they do. They should say, I'm a real estate investor. I fix and flip. I wholesale, I do creative financing, I do novations, I do I partner on listings, I do everything. So that's what the extra strategies we use. And what I teach people is say, like, look, you need to be able to identify a motivated seller and provide them the best option to help them succeed. So that's what we do.
I have heard a dialogue which is called the pick up the best and wholesale the rest, where you just pick up the best deal for yourself. You can do fix and flip or something like that, and just wholesale the rest. So that's what I just when I talk to investors on our program, we also help them on the acquisition side, right? So when I hop on those calls and they ask like, yeah, should I go for the wholesaling this property, or just investing, or just buy and hold or something like that? I was like, dude, you should invest on your acquisition, where you just pick up the best and wholesale the rest. Don't think about like I should just leave this opportunity of making money. No, dude, you should go for it. So yeah,
man,
that was just
you said it better than I could said it. That's exactly right.
No, man. And yeah, you told us about your disposition and exit strategies. Tell us more about your acquisition and disposition strategies, like what you use to acquire deals and what methods are you using, how do you manage your teams and all those sort of stuff.
Yeah, so I'll let you know that right now, because the market has shifted a little bit, we've gone from having a bigger team to a smaller team. Okay, just because when you're spending a lot of money, and sellers right now, we're at a part of the market right now where people are just kind of sitting tight. Not saying that you can't do deals, there's deals, but it's just more people are just kind of waiting, right?
Exactly.
So instead of just spending and being in this position where we're in right now, we're more like preparing, right, for the downturn. And so our acquisitions team is pretty small now. We have a leads manager. I close deals. My business partner closes deals. And right now, we've spent so much money off of getting leads from cold calling, texting, pay-per-click. So we have so many leads that we're going through right now that we don't really need to spend the money. And we get a lot of JV deals that come in. So that's kind of what we do for our marketing. And, we're hitting up for sale by owners and agents. We're making offers to MLS offers because properties are staying a little bit longer. So they might be more interested in taking a cash offer now. So that's
Yeah.
what the acquisition side of the business looks like. And the disposition, it's just, dispositions manager, nothing crazy. And, we sell our deals. And
Yeah.
we have someone that's specifically designated to work with JV deals too. So if
Okay.
anyone submits, so yeah, the 18K. Yeah. So if anyone ever submits a deal to sellyourdeal.io is where we JV deal with you. It goes to Rachel, who specifically looks at the deals, calls you, helps you dispo the property, and we pay her too. So that's kind of what our business looks like. We have the leads that come in, we call, we get them under contract, we dispo them, or the JV deals. So that's kind of like where we're making money right now. And then we obviously have the coaching business too.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us more about how do you think this lead is a qualified lead? What's your qualification process? Like how many checkpoints do you use and stuff like that?
Yeah. So if I have a leads manager that qualifies as a lead for me, I really just want to know if someone wants to sell and if it's in a good
Okay.
area, like if it's an area we can do in a deal in, and there's motivation, right? There's the 3 or 4 pillars, whatever they say, like, timeline, condition, they say price is sometimes a motivating factor. And then, I think motivation is one of them. So I want to know those things, right? But the thing is with a leads manager, sometimes they're not able to dive in as deep as I can
Exactly.
into a problem. So I just have them push someone to me that's a breathing, living person that is real, and I like to talk to them. That's kind of the qualification for me. Now, if I talk to him, I don't use my leads manager because I'm just talking to people directly, and he didn't need to send me anybody. My qualification is those things: timeline, how fast you need to get it done, is there motivation, what's the condition of the house, and you know why are you selling, right?
Okay.
I might have said motivation twice, but anyway, that's pretty much it. Like I can usually identify if there's something I can help them with in the first 5 minutes of a phone call, maybe even 2 minutes. If they call me and they're like, look, I don't really need to sell, I'm not motivated, I just want to see what the most I can get, that's not someone I can really help, because even if I could sell their house for them or buy it, they don't really want to sell. So that's kind
You're
of, you
just
need
wasting
someone
my
that
time, right? That's what every investor should do.
yeah. Wait, say that again. What did you say?
It's just every investor think yeah, he's just wasting my time. He's not motivated to
Mhm.
sell his house, and he has a long time on the timeline period and all those things. Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah,
Plus, the market is
exactly.
shifting on the buyer side, right? The
You're
2022
right,
and
man. That's
2021,
what's happening.
that was a huge sellers market where you have to fight for getting the sellers on the call. But at this moment, it's shifting to the buyers market, where buyers are pretty skeptical, yeah, I should go for this deal or this deal. And yeah, I know that that's it will be a
Exactly.
pretty crazy amount of pre-foreclosure leads. But yeah, still, and yeah,
Exactly.
and tell us more about it's just pretty your type of question. Like, tell us why are you doing this? The why behind this, all of this real estate business and stuff. What's your why?
So originally why I got into real estate was because I wanted to be honest, I wanted to make money. I thought it was a good way. I thought it was a good way to use my sales skills to get in and make some money. Why I started Investor Thrive is because I know there was a problem that I faced when I first got into wholesaling. I didn't know the sales process, and I was kind of I paid for a lot of sales training in the beginning because I thought I wasn't good enough at, articulating or getting a deal or negotiating. So my problem was I just didn't, um, you know, I was worried that maybe I wasn't making the right offer. So I had that problem.
Okay.
So I did Investor Thrive because I'm like, I feel like this is a problem I've had, and I feel like people have it. Like even people that train have acquisitions managers in their company. Like they feel, and I felt this too as I've had acquisition managers, like maybe I can train them better. Maybe they could be better. And I just had so many things going on with my business that I haven't really poured in to help them succeed like I should. So I said, I'm going to create Investor Thrive. That's going to be dedicated for me to not only train acquisitions managers, but also train other people's employees and help them master acquisitions so they can, maximize their conversions, close more deals with less leads. That's why I did it, because I know there's a problem that I faced
Yep.
when I first started, and I still face it because as you hire, you got to train new people.
Yep.
So that's
Exactly.
why I did it.
Okay. So tell us, like, how do you just pay them more, or do you incentivize your employees as well? Like,
So we pay our employees off of mainly, most of them are commission.
okay.
But the VAs, we pay them hourly. So then to incentivize them, it's really like they got to kill to eat, right? And that's enough incentive
Yeah.
most of the time.
Exactly.
It's like, you're right. And we've done some things like, we've done like Christmas parties or, events or activities. But that's something I could improve on in my own business, like giving more of an incentive. I've just always been really incentivized to work hard. So it's hard for me to incentivize people when I feel like they don't need incentives, right? Like that's not the best way. I'll be real.
Yep.
Like I
Exactly.
probably could do better. I could do better at incentivizing people.
Yeah. See, I was just watching this Gary Vee, right? And he said that it's
Mhm.
your business, not them. There. Okay. You have to pay them as a part, or behave with them as a part of their business. That they should be getting
Exactly.
at least a piece of cake with us. So yeah, that's the thing. And on my
Right.
recommendation is like your closer, your end strategy or your closer should be always on the commission base. That's where the most of your deals will be coming on. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
good. And yeah, I just watched your story, and you said that you'll be doing a sales challenge, right? Would you like to tell us more about your sales challenge and what the students will be learning from them from here?
Yeah, so the sales challenge is basically to dive deep into the sales process on, how to talk to sellers, how to present offers to them, how to practice, maybe even how to structure your sales team, your organization. So it's going to be kind of like a overview of what I teach, and I think it'll help people feel more confident when they make offers.
Okay, okay. And what's tell us more, like, if someone is starting right now on the wholesaling and real estate journey, what the things you should think like this thing should he should learn this thing and he should be good at this. What are the 3 or 4 things?
What are the couple things that someone should be good at if they're new at
Yeah.
getting into wholesaling? I think they need to be good at taking, I know this is dumb, but taking action. I mean, I think a lot of people
Exactly.
think they
Exactly.
can get into wholesaling. I think they can get into wholesaling and just like it's a passive business. It's not passive. Passive income will come from getting real estate, right? And
You
buying
gotta
stuff,
put
but
in the
it's
work,
not
man.
passive. You have to take action every day. You got to put in the work. So that's my recommendation. Make sure you put in the work. Do not just sit back and try to educate yourself all before you take action. Do
Yeah.
them at the same time. Take action and learn. And I would say that's like my 2 things. Like you learn as you go, continue to educate yourself, master the skill that will help you get more deals, but take action. That's what I got.
Yeah, that's good. And yeah, tell us more about your coaching program. And yeah, just about your coaching program.
Yeah.
What are the main pillars you're focusing on and stuff? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So in the coaching program, there's kind of a difference, right? There's the mentorship where like you get mentored by me and you can ask me as many questions about pretty much anything, doesn't
Yeah.
have to be just about sales. And then there's the sales training and you know, it's called the ultimate acquisitions manager training. And that's like
Okay.
specifically where we train you and help you out with that. So in the mentorship, we meet every week, we talk about specific things that the people have questions for. They have a portal, they have complete access to me and my team that they can reach out and ask questions. So the mentorship's like getting mentored, right? Like a mentor you would call, you'd ask questions, you want their help. Now, a lot of other mentorships, right? You just
Yeah.
have education or a video and you don't get to talk to really anybody. That's not mine. Now, the training, the sales training, that's what it is. We're going to help you specifically master getting more deals. So that's kind of what we do.
Okay, that's good. And tell us like one thing which you did in your real estate business which helped you to scale this far. Like the only one thing.
The one thing that I've done to scale my real estate business this far, I would say networking. Like the reason why I've gotten up where I'm at is because I've networked with higher end people and learned how to get there. So networking.
Yeah, your network is your wealth.
Yep.
And yeah, do you have recent episodes of some training with Jerry Norton, right? He's a pretty beast in the real estate investing. I used to actually, I was just watching his episodes his YouTube video recently. So yeah, he's great.
Yeah, Jerry's awesome.
Yeah, if someone wants to connect with you and join your program, what are the a platform which he should be using to reach out to you? Tell us more.
You know, I got a couple platforms. I got the YouTube channel that you've seen, Nathan Payne. Just type it in. It's Nathan Payne's Investor Thrive TV. We have the Investor Thrive website. If you go there, investorthrive.com, you can click it, set up a time with me or my team. We'll chat with you about the mentorship, or there's a bunch of free resources. If you go to the Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate Mastermind, you can go in there. You can hit me up on Facebook. A lot of ways. I mean, you're going to be able to get a hold of me if you try it. I mean, you did it. You know how it is.
I just texted you. Okay.
That's it. It's easy.
I'll just put all of the links of your YouTube channel, group, and your personal profile as well, so that people can reach out to you.
Please. I'd appreciate that. That would be awesome.
Okay. So that's all I have to ask you. Okay. And thanks for being here, Nathan. I really appreciate that. And yeah.
REWANSHU, you did great, man. You crushed it on this interview. You did great.
It's just my first. So yeah, I'm pretty nervous.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it's your first one. It seems like you've been doing this for a long time.
I don't talk on the live or something recorded. Like I used to just talk on the sales calls and my team. Like I also have a program where I told you about that, right?
Yeah.
So,
doing great.
Let's just end this call, and thanks for being on the show, bro. Really appreciate that. And if you are watching this on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button and hit a like. Okay. And if you are watching this on the comment, on the Facebook, just drop a comment about your questions you have, and I will try my best to answer this, and Nathan as well. So yeah, thank you for your time, bro. Thanks.
See you guys.